Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I would like to show you my newest junk journals that are up in my Etsy shop. They are travel themed junk journals, and I am super excited for these because I made them to look like a vintage suitcase. So I think they are super adorable. I made lots of goodies to go in them, as well as a lot of vintage book pages, ephemera. I have like vintage travel card games. I have travel patches, embroidered patches, and all kinds of really fun stuff. I also will have some vintage travel themed ephemera packs available. This book will come with its own pack of goodies like I normally do with my books, but I also have a lot of stuff that I found at estate sales and things like that. So I really want to include that in my shop as just an extra pack add-on. So let's get into it here. So here's the book. It is 6 inches, approximately 6 inches by 9 inches, and like 1 3/4 inches thick. The base of the book is made out of cardboard, just so it looks like the brown of a piece of luggage. I made the handle and the straps out of brown grosgrain ribbon, and I added in some metal buckles with some eyelet holes here. And on the spine here is a little tag that I made that has a spot in there that you can add like whatever location is that you traveled, and then there's a charm. On this one is the little airplane charm. On the other one is a different charm, and I think it's a suitcase, little suitcase charm. So they're each different as far as the charms go. So here's what it looks like. The back is like this. This ribbon is glued on the back here, and then part way to like about right here it's glued on, so this won't fall off, it'll stay on. And then this comes, they just come out like a regular buckle, and there's 3 holes so you can move it out as your book gets chunkier. So all right, let's open it up and look in here. So you open it up, and the inside I used an old map. It's on the front and the back here. And this page, I used a travel themed paper pad that was from Michael's throughout the whole thing, but I also have lots of vintage travel book pages and old maps and things. In this pocket or little belly band is an old map from Philadelphia. I'm going to include a couple other vintage maps. I bought a whole box of old maps from all over the world at an estate sale for like $5, so I'm definitely going to share that with you. Here's a pocket. This is an old book from a magazine, and it's talking about an airline there. Belly band here. Some vintage lace. Here's an old card that has a picture of a, let's see, it's from France, I believe. Here's an old map page. This is an old page from a Sears catalog of the luggage, so I thought that was cool. There's that page there. Here is a vintage postcard, an actual one. This actually was from my great-great-grandmother, I believe, or great-great-great-great-grandmother. It was either to her or from her. I think it was to her from a friend or something. Here's a little envelope. Some of the ephemera in here is from the Tim Holtz collection, but then I also have other actual vintage ephemera. There's a really cool map fabric there. Here is a tag page that I did a tutorial on this, so I will put the link for that down below. with an old map. Some grid paper there. Here's a flip out page that has some vintage rickrack. There's a little belly band. This is a travel little card there, flash card. Here's some ephemera pieces from the paper collection. Vintage lace there. It's a vintage doily on that page. I have some stamping of old, like an old camera. I have like travel themed stamping throughout too. There's a little pocket on the envelope with some bingo card embellishment. I'm going to add this in, actually not that one, let's see. I'm going to add this one in here. This is a vintage book page and map little tag pocket that I made, and I did a tutorial on this, so I will put the link for that down below, and I'm going to stick that in there. Both books have one of those. Here's another little pocket that I made. It's just out of a book page, and I'll slide that in there. Belly band. Lots of places for pictures and journaling. There's an old card that's, I think this is from France. Yeah. There's another old book page of a airline. It's really cool ad there. Belly band and a doily. There's a coloring page of a travel location. I'm not sure where that was from. Another little pocket. Vintage page there of Greece, and that's more Greece, I think. Here's a vintage music sheet that it's a big, wide, wonderful world. There's more pockets and ephemera, another flash card. So a little map stamping that I did there, and then I did a little ruffle of that fabric on there. There are 3 signatures in this book and approximately 160 some pages. So this is bigger than my other most recent books that I've done. Sorry if you hear rustling in the background, that is my little kitty playing with her toy. So kind of sounds like a bag, but it's a little metal, kind of a foily toy. So here's another pocket with a temple of Zeus there. Vintage page. The other side of that coloring, or the first, yeah, the other side of the coloring page. There's another vintage page. Little pocket. Pocket there. Here's a map, vintage map page. And there's the other side of the Sears and Roebuck catalog, and the suitcases there. Little side pocket. Here's another vintage book page. Here's another music sheet, Cruising Down the River. I did a silk fabric here and stitched it. There's a little tuck there. Flip up. I'm going to stick this in here. I made these cute little passports and put a little piece of ephemera there. That was from the Tim Holtz collection, but then I did some stamping, and then the rest of it, there's like 4 little pages. I just thought that would be cute to add to this. And There's another really cool page from that old magazine. There's that, and there's the last page. And then as well, this will be included. It's a little tag pocket book, and if you didn't see this already, I did a tutorial on this as well. But it has 4 little pockets. This is a vintage map there. And then I added some ephemera and vintage lace and seam binding. So that will be included, as well as a pack of additional vintage papers, playing cards. Oh, let me show you real quick, just a minute. So here's some of the vintage things that I just found. So here's some, these I believe are from like the 70s, but I found a whole bunch of these really cool embroidered patches from different places. So those will be included. And then I have these playing cards. It was a travel game. So you'll receive some of those. And then here's a world trivia game, an old world trivia game. So you'll receive a few of these, plus some other things too, like some vintage lace and things like that. So if you are interested in this book, go ahead and head on over to my Etsy shop. I will put the link for it down below. I have other journals in my shop as well, and I will have some other things on sale in there as well. So go ahead and check that out. Go ahead on over and follow me on Instagram. I also have a Facebook page, but I don't post a lot on that. So your Instagram is the best bet to be in the know of when I am posting new things on my YouTube channel. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.